I swallowed a lollipop. Like a lollipop? Like, you know, like those...
Like con palo y todo?
Con todo y palo,
Ay,
güey.
güey.
I swallowed it like I was a little kid.
Pesado.
I was sucking on it. And I, like, me la pasé, güey.
Oh,
Like...
Fuck it.
Oh, shit.
I legit, like, me la pasé. Like, I was eating the lollipop and I swallowed it.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't breathe, dude. So like my parents called the paramedics and everything. I still remember it vividly. They came through, like I was bleeding. They were like sticking their hand in my throat, dude. Like it was pretty fucking intense.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. Like I'll never do that again. I learned from that experience.
To this day, you're
To
like,
this
no.
day. Now when I eat a lollipop, I'm like, don't swallow it. What's up, you guys?
How you doing?
We are back again for episode 11. 11. Oh, Stranger Things. Oh, you never seen Stranger Things,
I
right?
saw the first season.
You know the girl's name is 11?
Oh, yeah, you're
It's
right.
episode 11. Dang, I gotta call it. No, 11. It's episode 11. We're back again with CharroBeans podcast. Appreciate everybody coming back and coming to listen to us, turds.
Yeah.
We're back.
I don't know what he said.
Biche Victor has his, he's the one that just kind of just sits here and he's like, yeah.
Well, that's what you told me to do.
Yeah, that's Victor's job,
Because
though.
honestly, Sammy does a lot of, well, not a lot. He does all of the,
All the talking.
yeah, like, well, besides that, like the editing and all that.
Yeah. It's because
I literally just sit here.
It's because really, like, if I were to talk by myself, it would be kind of bitchy. Like, people would be like, "Who's this motherfucker talking about Mariachi like by himself, like saying shit? He's not even funny, bro." And like that's
funny.
yeah, but like by myself, it just wouldn't work. Like,
Mm.
it would just be CharroBean, and there'd be only one bean up there. It'd be kind of sus, you know, like just by
One
himself.
bean.
Yeah, just one lone bean. No, but we are back again here for episode 11. Here to talk about Mariachi and all of its beautiful things.
One more time. And
What?
the bad things, too.
And the bad things. Before we get into it, we also did our first like collab video,
Yeah.
collab podcast with Jason Davenport, who hit us up and wanted to do a podcast with us. So he has a podcast called Play Mariachi Podcast. It's on YouTube, and we went out there to his crib, and it was like a little man cave, kind of like what I have here, except nicer.
Yeah.
And but we talked for like 2 hours or something like that.
It was around 2 hours.
Yeah, it was
a while.
Yeah, it felt like a while, but it was good. You know, we talked about CharroBeans, and we're hoping that people tune in he's from Arizona, so
Yeah.
and he just moved to Texas, so we just kind of talked about like the differences and stuff like that. Like we kind of talked about this before, but just like Arizona, California, Texas, Florida, like all states have like their own groove and their way of doing things. So stay tuned for that video. We'll be on there talking to Mariachi. So
And it's
Look.
recorded, too, so you can watch us.
yeah, you can
Being
watch us
stupid.
just sit there and like talk, like
Yeah.
kind of like this or whatever. But yeah, but I think we had a pretty chill weekend.
Yeah, it was a piece of cake, dude.
Yeah, it was like, well, we like always we have our planta on Friday and
Which surprisingly wasn't busy.
like at all, dude. Like
yeah.
usually we've been getting used to COVID as being still the same thing around here, but it's like we're like at 10 million cases and they're like, fuck it, we're gonna go get these tacos real quick.
Yeah, they kind of don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, like
Which really drives me crazy. But
because we're the ones that have to go there, you know.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, at the end of the day, we're there just trying to make some cash and play some music. But so some people came out. It was it's always like the same kind of people that go there.
yeah, they're regulars.
They're
they
just
don't-
regulars there. It's because really, like, if you think about it, like a restaurant that's BYOB is kind of rare. Like anywhere you go, like obviously, like the restaurant wants to make money, so they sell their own tequila shots. You know, they sell their fucking their beers. You know, like their draft beers. But like our place is BYOB, so like people show up with whole like fucking hieleras and wine
Yeah.
coolers. So like you can drink there, and they don't care. I mean, that's your thing. You can drink whatever you want. You get there and like, let's get shit faced, and they let you,
Yeah, and it's outside, too.
It's
so
outside, yeah.
don't
And
mind.
it's funny because like we'll go to like 1 a.m, like there,
Yeah.
1, 2 a.m, and like when we stop playing, it's so quiet on the block, dude. Because Grapevine, Texas is like, hay más güeros allí. Like the area there is a little bit more upscale than like where I live and stuff like that. So like the houses are nicer, you know, the property taxes, everything is like higher there. And like it's funny, like they just have burritos locos like dead center, like right next to like downtown
Like as you're
Grapevine.
driving to the restaurant, you're like, these are nice houses.
Yeah. And then you show up to this taqueria.
Yeah.
And it's almost out of place. You're like,
Mhm.
the hell? Like, what? You would think, like, some, like, fancier looking place to come in and eat. But, like, no, it's kind of this hole-in-the-wall kind of place. And we play there.
And the setting changes real quick because if you keep driving down that street, it's downtown.
Yeah, downtown Grapevine. So it starts looking like hipsters and shit. Like, los güeros, like, are out there, you know, like, eating, like, kale and shit. So it's kind of weird for the you come like to the next block and it's us like making tacos.
But I mean they like it too because we have like 1 or 2 tables of white
Güeros,
people that they're like.
Yeah, dude. Actually, we do get a lot. Like it's almost like if it's like one table of güeros, they come out and they listen to us and they like it instantly.
Yeah.
Either because they're drinking or they just love the food. Like they're just like, wow, this is real authentic Mexican.
There's a white lady that loves you, bro.
A white lady?
Yeah.
That loves me?
Yeah.
Which one?
I don't know, but she always asks for el cascabel because she likes your soda.
Oh yeah, it's this table of widows and they love watching us, dude.
Yeah,
they
watching you, bro.
Whoa.
I'm like trying to get you in trouble.
Yeah, I know. My wife's like,
what?
Where's this lady?
Yeah.
No, but it's funny because every time they come, they bring us a bottle, dude. Like,
oh, serious?
Not us. They bring our boss a bottle, and he like shares it with everybody else that drinks, you know. But like Victor.
Okay.
No, but they always bring us a bottle. Like that's so cool. Like when at least the fact that they're coming out and they're like, hey, we got y'all like this bottle of tequila. We got like it's just like, damn, you're a nice person, you know, like. And then they take off. Like they always leave early too. They don't stay the whole time.
Yeah,
like they literally eat, watch us, and like leave.
Yeah,
you know?
They ask for their favorite song, which is Cascabel.
Yeah, they always.
Or like it's like Guantanamera, something like it's for them, you know.
Yeah,
for white people.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, that was fun. Let's go. You
know? Yeah. And then they go like to sleep.
Yeah, probably.
Probably. Go catch a musical. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do widows do? Like eat kale.
I don't know.
That's all I think they do. They just eat kale.
I never talked to one. I just had like small talk.
I've told you this before. So like when I went to school, like to college.
Oh,
like,
I guess that counts.
Because you say that I don't have an accent. Like you said this the other day.
Accent.
Exactly, accent. That's what I said.
You don't have an accent.
Because he has like a more Mexican. You can tell that he has an accent more than me.
You can tell I was born there, bro.
You're like accent, like you know. What do you mean? You know.
That's how I say
it. No, like he says I don't have one. But I told him, like, when I was in school, when I went to Texas State, like, here with my family, like, well, not anymore because my brother is taller than me now, but I was the tallest one in my family. So I'm 5'6", you know, like, with boots on 5'7", you know? And, like, I'm taller than my dad, I'm taller than my mom, all my sisters. So when I went to school, I'm the shortest motherfucker there, you know? So I get there and we get these, like, corn-fed motherfuckers. Like all they do is eat like steak and corn and mashed potatoes at home. So they're like 6'8" linebacker looking dudes, you know. Yeah. And so when I started talking to these dudes, they all talk like with, like you can tell the difference of their English with my English. Okay. You know, I'm just trying to talk to them. Like I speak really like broken, like English. Like I say China and like I put words like together. Like my slang, my specific accent. So like when they're talking, they're like, hi, how are you? And you know, like I don't say shit like that. They sound
like James Janice.
Yeah, they sound like proper, and I don't. You know, like I start getting a little bit more ghetto, and I start throwing in my, and then I start like throwing in Spanglish and shit, and like that, like saying in and shit at the end, like. You can't do that in formal settings. Like, yeah, so I was working on these spreadsheets and shit. As you can see, the bar goes up and farther up, and look at that shit. It's just going up and
You're
up.
Like, fuck, man.
Can I get an amen? Nah, but what was I going with that? I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
Man, we just talk on here.
Oh, you had an accent or something?
Yeah, like just in general, like just talking. I already lost my train of thought.
Nah, but to me, you don't have an accent. Well, to us, I think no. There's more people that speak better Spanish now, better English now in the group.
Oh, I guess. But what I guess what I'm trying to say is just like it's very apparent like when I'm with like güeros
Yeah, I
and like
guess.
when I'm talking, like, we
'Cause
have different lingos, we have different the way that we sound and stuff. He doesn't see it because he says
Cause I'm worse.
you're something else, bro.
I'm sorry, bro. I've only been here 10 years.
It's it's kind of cute though. Like
Shut the fuck
you,
up.
you know, like in those like shows and movies and stuff, like the one with an accent. They're like, but he has an like Fez. Oh no, Fez isn't a good example. Fez
I mean,
is like
it's the closest thing to me though.
the guy that never gets laid.
Yeah. ¿Qué, güey? ¿Por qué te ríes?
I mean, I don't know, bro. It's just a funny analogy. I don't know. Anyway, so we had a couple people come out to the restaurant. They watched us
Right.
play. That's where I think that's
Yeah.
where we're going. They watched us play. It was cake, bro. Like you said, like I think we finished our set like at 11. So after 11, like we did talon. We did talon, but there was only like 3 or 4 or 5 songs that the people asked for. So we're used to staying there from 11 to like 1 of people just asking over and over and over and over again like songs, you know, and like that's 20 per song, dude. People, you got the money for it though, you know.
And I mean, that planta used to be. I mean, I don't want to say it's worse, but it used to be a lot heavier. Cause I
Like
remember
the workload.
Yeah,
The
when I
workload was
remember
heavier.
when I started, like I used to get home like at 4 in the morning or 3 in
Yeah,
the morning, dude. Like
On a Friday night,
like si trabajabas back
Yeah,
then,
dude.
which was what 2014.
14, 13. Yeah, that's when I started. 13.
Yeah,
So yeah,
well,
it's
it's not
not.
as we're not
yeah.
being ungrateful. It's just where was I going with this? Oh, I guess we're used to like a certain type of work, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
so yesterday or on Friday, whenever they stopped asking like at 11, 10, 20 or whatever,
yeah,
we were just like, oh shit, we can go home.
yeah.
It's kind of weird. And then, but it was cake, dude, which is good because right now that it's hot, like we've already talked about this, but like it's hot, you know. So,
It wasn't that hard.
but it's the humidity that gets you here in
Yeah.
Texas, like since we're sitting in there, like it feels like it really does feel like a bubble, and like it just feels like humid.
A little
So
sauna.
yeah, so like I'll touch my strap and it's like soaking, you know, like it's gross, dude.
Uh,
Yeah, bro.
My strap doesn't do that.
Well, it says you put yours around.
I said.
God damn it. No, but it was pretty cake, and then we had an early start the next day.
Right.
yeah.
Oh, see, that's what fucked me up. Yeah.
I think that's what it was. So I think where were we meeting? In Dallas at the
Dallas.
Walmart. Okay, so I remember the next morning I had to leave here from my house like at fucking 10:15, which isn't like early. We've woken up earlier before, but it obviously like when you have a long night, you're tired, you wake up different. So you wake up in the morning, you know, shit
Well,
aches. And
What fucked me up was I wasn't used to sleeping at that time, so I got home and I was like, I still have energy, dude. Like,
oh,
you know what I
you
mean?
did one of those, like you stayed up.
yeah, and I'm like, I'm gonna
Oh.
watch like some stupid show. I was watching Big Bang Theory because I was like, I'm not interested
Mm.
in it, and I used it kind of to like sleep. Like you're like watching.
Oh, like
it.
you get like not bored enough, but like you start to like fade and then you fall
Yeah.
asleep. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, that's what I use that for.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I went through like 4 episodes. I'm like, fuck, dude, it's
Eh.
barely 1 in the morning.
Like you were forced to watch it. Like
yeah.
shit, this is kind of
I'm
interesting.
like, now I'm compromised.
Yeah. Like I gotta switch up the show or some shit.
Yeah,
'cause
dude.
this ain't working.
And then I woke up, and I left around that time. So like 10:10.
So what time did you end up sleeping?
I don't know. I dozed off.
You just eventually fell
Yeah.
asleep. Okay.
I haven't put an alarm because I was like, nah, I'm playing a dangerous game, dude.
It's funny because I think I did the same thing. I think I got home, and me and my wife, like she gets home late now, so like she's like fully awake, and then like me, I'm like, she's like at like 90% battery life, and I'm like at fucking. At that point, I was probably like at 40, 30% maybe. So
Yeah.
like when we get home, she's full of energy, and I'm all like, I'm a little tired, and she's like, "You're gonna go to sleep already?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, what do you mean? Like I'm tired. You know, I was at this
She's like,
restaurant.
do you know I'm married a bitch?
It smelled like bitch in here.
yeah. She walks in.
Yeah, dude. So It's because I mean I go to my job and I work those 8 hours and I go straight to the restaurant. So there's no like I get tired at the end of the day, you know. So since we got out early, I think I went home. I chilled for a little bit with my wife, and then after that I was like, you know, or I should probably go to sleep. So I fell asleep. Next morning we have our boss says to meet up at 10:45. So for me, it's like 30 minutes away or like 20 minutes away. So I leave here around 10:15, whatever. So we get there because our first gig is scheduled to be at 12 p.m.
Right.
in the afternoon or like in noon on a Saturday.
Yeah.
That's the first gig, and it's in Pilot Point, which is where my boss lives and stuff. But that from that meeting spot, I think it's like an hour away.
Yeah.
So we drove all the way over there. We got there around 11. It was already like almost time, like because we did it enough so that we can get there and, you know, start playing right away. That's usually what my boss.
Era buen tiempo, like we were on time.
Yeah, we were on time. You know, we were actually early. So we get up, we drive up to the house, and like it's just noon. You know, so bright and like the sun's bright.
Yeah.
Like there's no clouds in the sky. Like so I was thinking like, oh, maybe it's a serenade type. Like we're just gonna go into a house, play for this lady for an hour. Or whatever, you know. I didn't know what to expect. Like I was still kind of half asleep too. Like I was still kind of sleepy. So we just get out, you know. I start putting on my moño, I put on my traje and stuff, or like my jacket. We start walking out, and my boss is like, I always have this thought, but I never say it. But I'm always like, did you call to confirm? Like I always have that in the back of my mind. Like, hey, did like is this for sure? Like, because what's about to happen has happened before.
Yeah.
So we show up and we get there and like no one's come out. Like the house looks dead, bro. Like no fucking movement.
I saw the tents in the back, so I figured they were all in the back.
Yeah, they did have like those canopies. So
Right.
they hadn't set up. You can see them in the back. And we're like, okay, well, I don't hear any people. There's no cars here, you know, but I guess it's like maybe before the party. I don't know. I was just thinking a bunch of shit, you know. So then, so my boss calls the lady, and she's I can't hear the conversation, but he was just like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, and I'm over here thinking like, all right. So I start taking out my vihuela. I was like, let's go.
Yeah.
I already knew it was either it got canceled or like maybe she called to cancel and we never heard, or it got moved to another day, you know, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So I was assuming that already. So we start walking back to the van, and then ¿Qué pasó, güey? Okay. He's like, and then actually before that, the husband comes out.
I think it was for him.
It might have been.
I don't know.
I don't know if it was a surprise
he
or what.
seemed so tripped out, dude.
Yeah, because I think it was the lady that hired us. It was a lady. It was a lady that hired us. So then, like, out comes this dude, you know, which I would do the same thing. Yeah. I see a bunch of mariachis in the front. I'm like, so what's going on here? You know,
Yeah.
I walk out to the front line like, can I help you? You know? So he comes out and he sees us all and he's like, what's up? Like, ¿Qué pasó? Okay. And he's like, and at the same time, Arturo, our boss, is on the phone. And he's talking with the lady. And he's like, oh, es que yo pensé que a las 12 de la tarde. Like,
well, it's because that's what she said.
Exactly. Okay, I'm getting to that. So that's what he said, though. He was all like, 12 de la tarde. Oh, okay. And then the guy was like, pues yo ni sé. Like he was already like, fuck, like I already know these dudes are going to charge me. Like, hey, bro, look, I didn't hire y'all. Like,
yeah.
So we start like walking towards the van, and he pulls up the messages, and I can see how, because I'm the worst at reading.
Okay.
Like, I can't fucking read text messages.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do this thing where like I'll read it, and then like I already like think I knew what I read.
I've had that with Suits. Cause
we should talk about that in a bit. But like I'll read like you'll read it and you like assume you know what you just read.
Yeah.
Right? So when you look at it later, you're like, oh, you fucking idiot. You know, like I'm like, oh, that's what he meant, or that's what she meant, whatever, right? So he was looking over the text. The lady meant at night, 12 at night.
Yeah, she said 12 en la tarde.
Yeah, she said like, ahí sí pueden venir a las 12 en la tarde. I think my boss understood it as las 12
PM.
No. That's I fucked up. No, you fucked me up. 12 en la tarde. She meant like he meant. Okay, I'm fucking up. My boss Arturo read it as 12 en la tarde.
Yeah.
But it was she put 12 ya tarde. like
Oh.
12, like already later in the day, like in the nighttime. Ya sería tarde, like 12 a.m.
Well, it's because
That's what she meant.
también just can like I'm with my boss on this one, dude. Porque 12 de la tarde is 12 p.m.
Yeah.
Si fuera 12 a.m. es 12 de la noche. You
Yeah,
know what
but
I mean?
she didn't say en la tarde though. She said 12 ya tarde, saying like it'd be late 12 o'clock, but
Yeah.
if y'all can make it, because she was asking like ya sería las 12 ya tarde.
Yeah. But that's the thing, like 12, when you put tarde, you're
Yeah,
saying 12 p.m.
exactly.
You know? Porque 12 de la 12 a.m. is not en la tarde. That's
Yeah.
night. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly. So he
Like,
kind of got like fumbled up, which
Yeah.
it's completely
yeah, I'm
understood.
with my boss on this one, dude.
Yeah, so like he was like, oh, like
Yeah.
she meant like 12 at night, ya tarde, like. So we're all like fucking in the van, like, yeah, pues ya qué, güey. I was like, fuck, and I was like, when's the next gig? He's like 6, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's in 5 hours,
Yeah.
dude. And we're at Pilot Point, so we're like in the middle of like the country, like
Yeah.
we're nowhere near Dallas or
We're
Fort
an
Worth.
hour away from our home.
Yeah, we're like, because and then that's the thing too. The next gig was in Aubrey, which is the next town over from Pilot Point.
Yeah.
So
We're right there.
it's only like 10 minutes, 15 minutes away from where we just were. So I was like, theoretically, we would leave that location, go all the way the fuck back home, then drive all the way the fuck back where we were,
Yeah.
like just to be at home or whatever. So we went to go eat.
We went to
that restaurant. I think it's called Miguelitos.
No me acuerdo, but yeah. I didn't like my food, dude.
I liked it. It's because you got shrimp, dog. Like
It wasn't like seasoned or something like that. Because when I bit into it, it gave me like a bad, like, como mal aliento.
I don't know.
And I was like, I can't finish this.
It's because if you get like a shrimp cocktail, it's got to be from like a place that's a little run down. Like I feel like,
Yeah.
like if it, because that place looked a little bit fancier, so maybe like they don't got as much as like it's too clean, bro. You know, like it's got to be a little dirty to be good. I don't know.
Like el sabor está en la mugre, güey.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the food wasn't, but I mean I liked what I ate. But anyway, that's not what's important. We stayed there for like an hour and a half, dude. We're just trying to kill time at this point.
Yeah.
We're just like, well, we should probably leave. You know, it's been a good little while. Like, we should probably get the fuck out of here.
I think Arturo was like, I can't keep you guys here because y'all make a mess. Because
Yeah, we started doing stupid shit. Like, what'd you do? And what happened?
I was trying to do the thing. I thought I had it, dude. I was like, this is gonna look so cool. Like
you were okay. You was doing that stupid shit with your hand when you're like,
yeah, like I put you spread out your fingers.
Yeah.
You put your palm on the
table.
and then you get a knife and you kind of like stab the little gaps.
Some
into
real
your
like emo vibes. Just fucking
Yeah,
like
dude.
doing some stupid shit.
And I look at Sammy. I'm like, watch this, bro.
Yeah.
and
And I'm just sitting there like,
yeah. And I start slow. It's like, God, like I hit the water.
yeah, there was a cup right next to his fucking hand. So he was like, and he knocks it over, dude. And I'm like, okay.
It was like full of eyes.
We already had all the attention from people
Yeah.
because we're in trajes, you know. So everybody's like, "What the fuck are these guys doing?" Like you can't go anywhere with a traje without getting stared at.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, we're being fucking niños, like knocking over shit. So our boss is like, "All right, we gotta get the fuck out." He's like, "We gotta get the fuck
And
out
I
of
feel
here."
bad too because all the eyes was like kind of like shot towards Don Miguel because he was looking at me too. He's like, a ver, you know?
Yeah. He's like, "No, ver, Victor."
Yeah.
Vamos a ver.
And then like the way he scooted away from all the eyes, he's like, nope.
Yeah, he did do that shit. He was just like, "You're lucky there's no fucking water in there,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
dude.
That'll fuck you up."
And then Arturo's like, chinga, man. Like, he's just
Puedo
like,
llevar a nada, a ningún lado. And next thing you know, we fucking
yeah, we're like leaving.
we got scolded like little kids, like,
Yeah.
"Vámonos,
Yeah.
métanse la ven," you know. So we started walking over there, and we get to the. So after that, we still had like fucking 4 hours to kill, dude.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
like,
Dude, we watched like 2 movies.
yeah. So what we did afterwards is we went to our boss's house since he lives around there. So we started just chilling at his house. We all sat. He had like 3 couches,
Yeah.
and like you sat with my boss, and
Wait,
then
is that with me, dude?
okay, well,
I
yeah,
was
we're
just
sitting
saying
in the
that.
same couch, right?
Yeah.
And then our violin player and our trumpet player sat in one, and then I sat by myself, at the on my own couch. We were just sitting there, and like like I said, I'm still sleepy at this point. Like we
Yeah.
left a little bit early, so I'm a little sleepy. And I had my vihuela because I didn't want to leave it in the van since it's really bad to leave your instrument. Like
Yeah.
you know,
Well, you were gonna leave it there.
no, it wasn't.
Yeah, you were. Cause you made fun of me. You're like, you're gonna take your bass.
No, I was
I'm like,
asking you.
yeah.
I was like, "Are you gonna take it?" And because I didn't want to be the only one, I would look like a little bitch, like trying to take care of my vihuela.
Bitch.
So anyway, I took my vihuela out and we had it inside with me. So I had it in the case, but Arturo didn't have any pillows on his couch. So like I like when there's pillows on the couch because you can like do. This is why I do this. Like I put my arm. Like you could just like really get comfortable.
Yeah.
But he didn't have that, so I got my vihuela, and I'm like, I might as well show you. It was, imagine it fell, bro. I grabbed it and I had it like this, and I was like, just hugging it in the case like this, and like since there's no pillows, like I fell asleep and I was just like this, dude.
You're like drooling on the.
Fucking
case.
on my. I knocked the fuck out, dude. It was beautiful.
Yeah, like
you said you took like micro naps.
yeah, I was taking micro naps because I like Arturo se puso a se puso a hacer arreglos el cabrón.
Oh yeah, he started writing out music because he's got
Yeah.
that like program where you can write the music and
Sibelius.
I don't know what it's called, but
And-
it's like for directors and shit.
Yeah, so I was watching the movie and then like little by little you start like drifting, you know. You
Yeah.
start thinking about shit.
Like you're watching it, but you're like,
yeah.
you're
And
like
then,
fading and shit.
Like I just close my eyes, and then I hear like Arturo's little arrangement thing like play, and I'm like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
I'm like, what you doing? And then he would start talking about what he's doing. I'm like,
Yeah, you just you know, like when you were falling asleep, like I would fall asleep in cars. Oh, I still do, but like little by little, like when you're like fading, you're just like,
yeah,
You
dude,
know?
that's what I was doing.
you're like breaking your neck, dude. Because depending on what position you're in, you're like fucking snap, give yourself fucking whiplash or some shit, you know. But we both like, I think I took like two good naps.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, you dormiste bien.
There were some fat naps, bro. Like
Yeah,
I was knocked the fuck
must
out.
be nice.
Yeah, it's 'cause that's just me, bro. Like I can fall asleep like nothing, dude. Like if I'm tired, I'm gonna sleep. Like you know those kids that like fall asleep anywhere. Like that's me. Just like recargado on something, I'm like, I'll knock
No, I
the fuck
can't do
out.
that,
I don't
dude.
give a fuck,
Must be nice. I can fall asleep on the van if it's not bumpy.
dude. Which it usually is. No, back
Yeah.
when we had the other van, it was bumpier
Yeah.
because it was old, dude. I think we talked about this in the second episode, but it had 400,000 miles. Like you know how
Yeah.
many miles that is? Like some fucking Fords don't even get out of 100,000. You know, they start fucking up right away. But this van had 400,000 miles on it, so that's like 400,000 miles on the suspension. I mean, I'm sure some stuff was already like swapped out or
Replaced, yeah.
replaced. But point is, it's been running that long. So, dude, we would hit a fucking like bump or some shit, and it was like
Yeah.
when you were in middle school and you would sit in the back because you wanted to be launched in the air. I would always do that. Like I would sit in the back of the bus because I knew like if we hit a speed bump,
Yeah.
you'd get fucking thrown up in the air and shit.
I mean, there were like, I want to say the I've been here 3 years. That's happened about 4 times.
What were in the old van?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would be me and Paco that were in the back.
In the back, yeah,
Yeah.
the back seat always takes like the biggest hit of
Yeah.
whatever you hit. So
Because all the, I don't know, physics. I don't know.
I don't know,
And-
gravity.
Yeah, and you're like, I was just avisa, you know?
Atmosphere.
Sometimes Arturo's like, I was. You're like, what? Boom! You just fucking.
It'd always be like a low key dude,
Yeah.
low key way of saying it. Like we'll just be driving. And he's like, I was. We're like, what?
Yeah, dude. Or if we don't Luis, he wouldn't say anything. So it's kind of like, it's kind of better because you didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
You know, when you see something coming, get the.
Yeah, you brace yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Te entumes, so that kind of makes it worse.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you hit your neck on the
Yeah,
top and
dude.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I went airborne about 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, dude. We've hit a couple like
Yeah.
big fucking bumps. You know, you're just like, oh fuck, you know. Yeah, but that shit's fucking hilarious, dude. And what'd you say?
I forgot.
Before we, should I keep talking about that? We were at Arturo's. What was after?
We watched movies.
Yeah, we watched like 2 movies, and they were in Spanish.
We watched like a narco movie, dude. There's something.
Cats and Zeta Jones. That's all I
Okay,
remember.
that's her.
That's all I remember. It was called like cocaine grandmother.
Godmother.
Some
Cocaine
shit like
Godmother?
that. Yeah, I was watching. It was on
It's like Grisela Blanco.
It was like
Grisela
on.
Diaz?
Yeah, it was like on Telemundo or some
Yeah.
shit. Like, and it was in Spanish. I
It's-
didn't know, we couldn't hear what they were saying, but we were just like, it's funny when you watch stuff with like friends and like
Yeah.
nobody cares about the movie enough to pay attention, you know?
Yeah.
Because we were just making jokes throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, that's what in my mind I'm like they were kind of funny, but they were not funny, dude. They were like
Yeah, it was
it
like
was
a
like
serious ass
gruesome
movie.
shit, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Like
We're like, oh shit,
yeah, dude.
you know? We're
Like
just,
I think the scene where that we made fun of, but I was fucking serious. It's whenever, like, it's una señora, right? And like her son is like, yeah, my girlfriend said that her dad said we're a bunch of like cocaine Hispanics or some shit.
I don't know.
Well, she said something like that, and then she's like, "Oh, okay." And she goes to the other guy, like, "Kill that girl's dad," you know?
Oh, I didn't see that part. I must have been when I was like knocked the fuck out.
Oh, probably.
Maybe. I don't
But
know.
yeah, and we're just like, you know?
You're like hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, if you were watching this in any other setting, you'd be like, whoa,
Oh, yeah,
what
yeah.
the fuck? You
Yeah,
know?
but just we're all there, and then like Don Miguel, like, he's just funny, dude. Like,
Yeah, Don Miguel is like, he's an old school dude, you know, like he's like 50 years old and he's just got this like wealth of knowledge just from living life.
and jokes, dude.
And
Like, I always
jokes.
try to tell him jokes, but he already knows them all.
He knows every joke like of it, like imaginable.
Like, he'll laugh, but that's because he's being nice.
He's like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, damn. like when you make him laugh, you're like proud of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because
Like,
he's
to-
usually the one making you laugh. So when
Yeah.
you make him laugh,
Yeah, you feel good, dude.
because he has like a good laugh too. Like you don't hear it all the time, but like when, especially, it's always on like the jokes that you tell that you take take like a second to get. So you gotta think about it. So like
Yeah.
you say like the punchline, and he's like, oh,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
he gets really into it,
No,
and you're like, hell yeah,
dude, I've only done it once. I forgot what I did. I think I fucked something up, and then I said something like a comment.
yeah.
But he has like a little kid laugh too. Like
What's
if
that?
you really make him laugh,
Like,
yeah.
It's like a little, I can't replicate it, but it's like very like
It's just a
childlike.
little kid, dude.
And it's funny because he has such a low voice. Like it's lower than mine, dude. Like he shows up like, ¿Cómo están, Arturo? ¿Qué pasó? No, hombre, andaba manejando yo en Dallas y
Yeah.
you know, he's like very. He's got a deep voice. So when he's got like that one little, like when you make him laugh and he does it like,
Yeah.
it gets you right every time. You're like, shit, man.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, so after we had all that time to kill, and our boss showed us, he has like 20 animals in the back of his house.
Oh, yeah, it's goats.
He showed us his cock.
Oh yeah, it's fucking black.
Yeah, he had a black cock, rooster. He brought it out, big old rooster, and he showed us, and he's pretty proud.
Dude,
of
when
it.
he looked
Big
at when he
motherfucker.
looked at you, dude, he was squaring up, dude. Like his neck all fucking.
He was like,
yeah.
post up, bro. Yeah, pinche big old rooster. And after that, we went. What was the first gig again?
It was in Aubrey with those.
Oh yeah,
They were
we
like Mexican, but they were like transitioning to turning white, dude.
yeah, they had a big old house, dude.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, it was a chill gig. We played inside. It was an hour. We did our little set that the songs they asked for, and it was chill as fuck.
Yeah, it's a pretty standard gig. No, I don't know that.
Yeah, there was nothing
Speciality.
special about it. Afterwards, we had a serenade, which
For real?
was we had a serenade.
Oh, see.
We pulled up. It was like at a trailer park, kind of. It wasn't a trailer park. It was like a trailer home, but the ones that don't have wheels. It's like those like
kind of
rectangle houses.
they
you know?
make like a base around it. Right?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like it's kind of like that. But the only thing about that one was that it was like a serenade, so they were all up there like
Yeah.
on the balcony.
And they're actually there, right? They kept their distance. Like as soon as we showed up, like, cause
Yeah.
they were like in their yard and shit.
Right.
But as soon as we showed up, they all kind of like
Yeah.
stayed behind.
They actually did what
the
they were
thing.
supposed to. They
I'm like,
stayed
fuck yeah,
away.
dude.
And they just stayed there, like never came up, and they were
Yeah.
like, "Damn," you know, that's the thing that like gets to us. Like we're trying to be socially distant, and some people do not give a fuck. But we're over here just trying to live our life over here, you know, like far from you guys. But
Yeah.
that was nothing special, really. I think they lived around like some sewage or some shit because it smelled, bro.
Shit.
We were playing, I was like, "Pinche Victor, letting some fucking gas out here over here."
I'm like, no, right?
You're
I'm
like,
fucking guilty.
like. What? No, but it smelled a little sus. But after that, we went, and then we went to the last gig was that we talked about it on another podcast.
It was one of the first ones.
Yeah.
First or second.
We kind of bitched about them because they were like really boring, dude. Like they just kind of sat there and stared at us. Like it was very weird. But they kind of redeemed themselves with this last gig because they hired us back. We went to the same house, but this time it was outside. They had like a little. They actually had more people there, and I think it's because they were a little lit. That's really what it was. Like they had actually drank when we got there last time. We got there and they were barely starting to drink.
Yeah, so, it was like 5 p.m.
Yeah, so no les hizo efecto like yet, you know, like it wasn't there yet. But this time when we went, they were already all drinking. So you know that it's going to be a good party when they're already like, ahí está la hielera, agarran lo que quieran. Like, y'all want a shot?
They had a whole fucking hielera of like Modelo.
Yeah, and they kept fucking drinking it all, dude.
Coming back, dude.
Like, it was
they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, it was a big fucking hielera. And the whole time they I remember actually one of the guys, I guess, whose party it was or whatever. He's like, man, y'all are a bunch of fucking alcoholics, because he was refilling it again, because it was Modelo. There was like White Claws in there. There was like Michelob. Like
there were like 3 waters, dude.
Right? We're over here like, y'all got any water? Water.
Yeah.
He's like, we got some Bud Light in the bag.
Right. We got Michelob if you want water.
Yeah, but
so what is it?
Oh shit, it's like that.
It's like that, bro.
But they redeemed themselves. It was a chill gig. And we had a good time. Like this time at least, it wasn't dragging, because that's really what kills it. Like for us, like if you're there at the gig and you hired us, like we expect to put on like a certain show, and if you guys aren't responding to it, that's kind of y'all's fault, bro. Like we're trying our best, you know, to give you guys a show that you guys can be happy.
Yeah,
about.
Like we're not being dull, you know. Like we're saying jokes, we're putting on a show.
Yeah,
we're trying to be funny. We're not funny.
Yeah, we're not funny, but we try.
Yeah, and then like in my head, I already knew it was gonna be long, so I was just fucking around the whole time. Like I would tell you shit, or like my boss,
right?
I would fuck around with him because I already know how to get to him.
But it was a good time, you know. Like it was a good gig to end the weekend off, because we didn't have that much. It was after that, it was the last gig, and then Arturo was like, "Y'all want to go back to that one gig?"
Oh yeah.
Like, but we ended up getting someone to cover us, because like we kind of like left it in a bad taste. Not bad taste, but like we had committed to it, but it turned out to be wrong. So we actually got another group to go out there and cover us that gig. So they had someone at least a las 12 de la noche go, you know, and they went and they played. And after that,
you know what's funny about that gig too, or the last gig?
The last gig?
You remember when it started smelling like weed?
Oh yeah.
And then we finished, right? And you're like, no, I'm gonna stay here porque nunca sabes. Which, sure enough, they asked for like another half hour, I think, right?
Oh yeah. So.
And no, I'm not done. Hold on.
Okay, go.
And it started smelling like weed. So me and the Miguel, we were like, nah, ya nos vamos.
It's because y'all went over there by the cars.
Yeah.
And I stayed behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So me and him are there, and it smelled stronger there, like oleá, you know.
It smelled like fucking Pineapple Express.
Yeah, dude. And the Miguel is like, you know. And I'm like, what? And sure enough, like we go back, right? Because they asked for another 30 minutes, I think.
Yeah, it was an hour and a half gig, and they were like, can y'all play another 30 minutes? Well, they wanted an hour at first, but I guess they were like, oh shit, it's kind of expensive.
Yeah.
So they're like, can y'all play an extra 30 minutes? We're like, yeah, fuck it, let's go.
And the Miguel was like, bro, I'm lit. You know, like he kept laughing.
He's like, no,
yeah.
You know, like he does his little laugh. Yeah, he did kind of like, I don't know si le hizo efecto.
Yeah, I don't know if he was playing.
Yeah.
I felt fine.
Yeah, but you know, they might be more sensitive. Who knows? It's because when we were playing, like we smelled it, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey man, someone's toking up over here, like.
Yeah.
Because you smell it like right away, like so, like everybody at the party, I don't know, they probably noticed, but they don't say anything. So we're playing, and we're like.
Yeah.
It smells loud as fuck over here. Like, what the fuck? And then, yeah, sure enough, when y'all went over there, like, y'all came back, like, yeah, I think they're smoking.
It's over there, bro.
Yeah, dude.
It was funny because I was like, dude, you see that fucking dragon over there? Like, he was just fucking around like that. Yeah. I don't know if he was serious.
I don't know, dude.
Because he kept laughing in the van, the
was a little, si le hizo efecto, he was a happy man.
Yeah,
that's all I know.
He was having a good time.
Yeah, he was having a good time.
He just in the back like, pásala, way.
For real, dude. No, but it was it looked like he was having a good time. So, yeah. It was a good gig to end on, especially because when we showed up, we were like, oh, it's that one fucking house where we had a bad time before. Because like you end up recognizing places and roads and shit. Like as many times as we go out to play, like we're like, oh, this is that one house. Like, oh, badass, this is that one house. You know, it depends. You know, as a working charro, like you go to familiar places and you get there and you don't know what to expect sometimes. Like a place that might have been bad before, you go again and then next thing you know, you have a good time and you get fucking high on accident.
Some of us.
Yeah, they did. I don't know. I don't know if it was you.
No, I was good, dude.
Yeah, we were
I was
good.
having a good time.
Nah, you could like smell it. That's the only thing. But I mean, you don't know what to expect sometimes when you go to gigs. You know. Yeah, but it was a good time. It was a good. And then after that, we went home, and it was still relatively early-ish. You know.
Was it?
Yeah, I think I got home like at 12:30, which is kind of alright, I guess. I got water.
Oh, bro?
Because you already know, yeah.
Well, I didn't get the snap, so I wouldn't know.
I put it on CharroBeans podcast.
That's not the snap, though.
At Instagram. What?
That's not that. That wasn't sent to me, though.
I thought you were gonna post it on there. That's
What's
why.
that about?
Ah, got him.
Sure.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you should know by now.
Yeah. Real quick, you brought up a good point.
What?
When we were talking about fucking when you like misread shit, trajes.
Oh shit.
I think we've all had that mishap though. Like,
I had like a good streak for a while.
yeah. Like, okay, so what our boss does is that he texts us, he messages us, and he's like, this week we're gonna wear. We have like code names, for our trajes. We have a black suit. We have a white suit. We combine the black and white suit, which is just a white jacket, black pants, and then we have the blue suit. So cuando andamos de black suit, he says negros. He's like, hoy de negros. And then, I guess not really code names, it's just colors. He's like, hoy de blanco, you know,
Yeah.
all white. Oh, the other one, when we wear black and white, son de vacas. So he's like,
Because it's black and white.
that is black and white. So hoy estamos de vacas y luego estamos de azules. So once he tells us, that's what we roll with usually for the whole weekend. You know, for all the plantas and then the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. But it's happened before where like sometimes we get someone to help us out or something. You know, maybe that weekend was like a blue weekend, like us to wear blue. And then on Thursday or Friday, like he had someone come help us out. So he was like, hey, we're going to wear black this week. And then like he'll text us afterwards and he's like, it's still like, we still have to wear blue this weekend. So your dumbass shows up in a black traje and everybody else is wearing blue. And you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Because it's happened before to me, to you. I remember one time with Don Miguel. I think he showed up in a white suit and we were in all black.
Yeah.
That shit was so funny to me because he shows up. He's like, no, hombre, Arturo. He's like, he came out in all white.
I think
That's so bad.
for me too. Like I'm a guy that I don't have a great imagination.
Yeah.
But when I picture something, I can see it in my head. You know.
Okay.
So I think one time he's like the vacas.
Okay.
So in my head, I pictured a white jacket and a gold moño.
Oh,
so,
right.
So
okay.
that fucked me up after a while.
Oh, I was going to say, it's because with our white traje, we wear the gold moño.
Right.
So I've done that before. You put on the white jacket and you think gold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But with vacas, we wear a black one.
Yeah.
So?
Yeah, so when I'm getting ready, I got the white suit.
Yeah.
I forgot to split it up, you know.
Yeah.
So I got the white suit and I got the gold moño. So in my head, somewhere around there, the transition went from vacas to just straight up white, you know.
Yeah, like it was like an overload of information.
Yeah,
You were
I
like,
guess.
I'm wearing white and gold, so obviously white pants,
Yeah.
right? Like you put two and two
Exactly,
together,
yeah.
and you're like, yeah, that makes sense, you know?
Yeah, so I'm over there driving and shit, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I think y'all sent something in the group chat.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's the way it is. Yeah, I'm fucking tired of these guys.
Right.
Fucking hate them. Can't wait to quit.
We're like, yeah.
And I'm like, vacas. Fuck.
You gotta look down first, like just to make sure. Like, fuck.
And then there was another time too where I don't know. Okay, I'll take the blame. I don't give a fuck. But apparently it was after Seafood Shack.
Okay.
And we had
Seafood Shack is a planta we play on Thursdays.
right.
Uh-huh.
And we were wearing white. And usually when we wear a suit like that, it's for the whole week, right?
Yeah.
But apparently, it was white, and I left, and then he said, "Charros de azules," for the whole week now. You
Yeah,
know?
like
But
it was
I
just for
wasn't
that
there.
day.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't. I think I was walking out, or I wasn't there anymore.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like I said, I'll take the blame. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And I show up the next day, and Arturo's like, "Nah, hombre, wait, like, you know." And I'm like, "Dude, it's que like on the text it still says white."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Sí, pero les dije ayer que de azules." I'm like, "Oh, chinga, pues, how am I supposed?" Okay.
So it sucks because like you really feel so out of place because you
Yeah.
show up in a different color, dude. Like
You're
so,
the black duck.
yeah,
¿Cómo se llama?
no,
The ugly duck. The ugly duck.
no, it's
patito
black
feo?
sheep.
El patito feo. It was the same thing. Point is, you're the different color.
You're different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're different. So like whenever they take a picture of us at the end with like quinceañera, it's like white, 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 blue.
Yeah.
You know, like so it looks so out of place. It's like fucking Where's Waldo? Like,
Yeah.
there he is. And then the other thing I've done too is like either if it's fucked up on moño, I forget my jacket.
Oh, you've done that.
And
a
that's
lot.
my fault because when you get to the gigs or wherever we meet, you're in full traje like all the time.
Yeah, most of the time, man.
But me, dude, I get hot. So like I take my jacket off, I take off my moño. Like Jose Hernandez right now is like,
For real.
you know, breaking up the traje. But it's because it's hot, man. I'm a working mariachi. Like I'm not a professional. Like I really am not a professional. You know, like I'm not on stage. You know, it's like I'm a working mariachi. So when I get to the gig, like not to the gig, to the meeting place, like I have my jacket off and I have my fucking my moño off. I even have like my belt buckle. I move it down one because I'm trying to be comfortable.
I did it too, yeah.
I'm not trying to be like all like tight and shit. Only like when I'm playing, you know, I want it to look good, you know. Anyway,
You wanted to stay.
I'm so used to walking out of my house like that, like with no jacket. And I'm holding it in my hand. You know where this is going. So I took off, you know, with no jacket and I didn't realize it because I mean, I'm always like this, just the shirt and the pants and no moño or, you know, I just show up like that. And the one I specifically remember is we wore the blue trajes. So that one we wear a vest. We wear a vest and a white shirt. So I get to the gig, we get to the meeting spot, and I'm like looking around and I'm like, fuck, Arturo, ¿qué crees? He's like, wow, homie. Because he already like knows. He's like, I'm like, hey, wait, se me olvidó mi pinche jacket, bro. He's like, you know your fucking jacket? And I was like, fuck, I don't, bro. He's like, pinche Sammy, ¿qué te dije?
Was it that time? Like, was it in the back? And I'm like, I got my fucking jacket. You know?
I was the only one that didn't have it, dude. Like, oh my god. So we went to play at this quinceañera, and I remember, pues me fui de mesero, güey. Which meaning I went with pants, you know, my chaleco and the white shirt.
Yeah.
Everybody else is wearing the full traje, and it was just me, like, looking like a mesero, bro.
That was another time we did that.
So embarrassing, dude. Like, I felt like shit, dude. I was just like, fuck, dude. I look like such a fucking idiot.
There was another time we did that too. It was a long time ago, I think. It was like winter, so you had not the Mariachi jacket. You had like a weather jacket, you know?
Oh, like you wear
like an actual jacket.
Like an actual, because when it gets really cold here, like we'll bypass some of those rules and we'll wear like an actual jacket, like because it's that cold over here, you know.
Yeah, I think you wore that like on our way over there, and you kind of left the white jacket.
Right, that's what I did. I was wearing a jacket over my shirt, like a regular jacket. So when I got there, like my head is like, you're wearing a jacket already. Like, you're good. You're good already. You already have a jacket on. So when I got to the van and we took off already and everything, I was like, fuck, I have a jacket, but I don't have my mariachi jacket. I don't have my traje, you know, like, fuck, not again, you know, like, it's happened a couple times to me, and it's for that same reason that I'm always going there, like, todo pelón, you know, just the shirt, and it's my fault.
What really freaks me out, it's mainly because of karma, dude, because we've had, like, people forget their instruments before.
Yeah.
Like in other groups or, like, in this group.
Right.
Like, you know, they forget their like, they bring, like, the case or something, but forget the instrument.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
And I've made fun of that before, you know?
Yeah.
So in my head, I was like, wait, like, it's gonna happen to you now, you know?
Yeah, something's
so now I freak out sometimes, because, like, sometimes I go on autopilot, which you're not thinking, you're just doing, like, an action that
it's because you're right. Like, you go on autopilot for a while. Like,
yeah.
you already know the motions. That's why, like, when I leave without a jacket, it's because I think I'm good already.
Yeah.
I'm always good, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes, like, I get on the van, and I'm like,
You're sitting there, like, chilling?
You don't remember, like, for me, opening the back door and putting in the bass in there, you know? Because you're basically a robot. You're just doing shit. You're going through the motions.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting there talking, and I'm like, you got the bass? you're like, you just look like real quick. You're like,
Yeah,
oh
dude,
shit.
I do that shit with my strap. Like I'll just be sitting there and I'm just like, because I always have it on, right?
Yeah.
So I'll just be sitting there like talking to you guys like, yeah, bro, like I love waffles, and you're like,
Yeah.
and you're like, okay, I got it on, you know, like shit like that happens, you know. Sometimes you have a brain fart and you're like, fuck, pues ya ni modo, you know. But I mean,
Yeah. It's gonna happen to me.
It's
one
gonna
day,
happen.
dude.
It's gonna happen to you, to me, to everybody.
It's never happened to me yet. Like forgetting your instrument, but I know it's gonna. I know it's coming, dude.
Now it's gonna
I
happen.
can feel
'cause
it.
you
Yeah,
fucking
now
said
it's
it.
really gonna.
All right, let's get into Charro Chat. We gotta fucking get into it. Charro Chat. Charro Chat. Charro Chat. We're like, we gotta do this, bro. We gotta do it. This episode is sponsored by nobody because we don't have any sponsors.
Hey,
Hey, if you guys want to send us some shit, candy,
no me enojo.
to promote,
Alright.
sweaters, we're out here ready.
It's your time to
ready
read
for
them. I read them last time.
send us some shit. Okay. What did I say? The first one? Oh, this one's a good one. Okay. At the Rogelio 03, are college mariachis worth playing for?
No.
Why would you say something so
No.
bold but yet so brave?
I mean, it's como quieras.
Give your opinion.
I had fun.
And then
You
I'll
know,
give you mine.
I had fun playing with the.
So tell
thing.
people who you played with, so at least they know.
Oh, I play with the. We call it Baby Estrada. It's the, I guess, like another smaller group from UTRGV.
It was like a branch group off of
Yeah.
Aslan.
Like they had enough people to make another one.
Another
you know?
group. Yeah, Baby Aslan.
And we call it Baby Estrada because all of us were kind of young in the group.
Yeah, younger
you know?
dudes. Yeah.
And I had fun. It was all really cool and stuff, but
Yeah.
it does take a lot of your time.
Yeah.
You know, at least for me, because we always had like something to do, or we're going somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
so we're always getting ready to go somewhere. You know.
Yeah.
And we had rehearsals, and then
Y'all had shows and shit.
yeah,
like
we had
different
stuff,
states.
and then we had stuff to do with the, because they also have a ballet folklorico,
Oh,
so we
okay.
had to practice with them too, besides our practice. You know.
So what you're saying is it took up a lot of your
Yeah,
time.
it takes a lot of your time. So, like, it's a cool experience if you want to do it.
Yeah.
But if you don't have to, or if you have to sacrifice like stuff with your degree, because I mean, what you're still in school, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta do that shit. Que es lo más importante. Like, it's not worth it if you're sacrificing your degree for it, or like sacrificing something else.
Yeah,
If
I
you-
can understand that.
If you can do it, that's great. If not, that's cool too.
I feel like with anything you have to find a balance. Like
Right? Yeah, that's what it is.
if you get in there the first year, and this is dependent on the school, you know, other school groups. There's groups in a lot of colleges, you know. So once you get there, you got to see you get in. You know, I feel like you should get in it if you really want to do it.
Yeah.
For that reason, you get in, and that way you can feel it out. You start playing, and you're like, is this for me? Do I want to continue? And then you can do that. Because like you said, like if you start sacrificing your school, like that's going to fuck you over at the end of the day, because like you fuck up your credits, you have too much time invested in mariachi, and then next thing you know, you're on academic probation or something. So it depends on you what you make of it. So
Especially if it's your degree. Like if like I understand if you're in it for like because you're doing music, you know.
yeah, if you're a music
then that's
major,
cool.
you're kind of required
Yeah,
sometimes
'cause
too,
that's what I
depending on
was
the
doing.
school.
At that time, I was studying music. Not
Yeah.
anymore, 'cause
Yeah.
fuck that. Nah, I'm just kidding. But like if you're doing something else,
Yeah.
then pues ni modo.
Yeah, I think with anything it because I mean his experience was different than mine. Like me, he went to McAllen, or was it McAllen?
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. He went to Edinburgh for RGV, and there they do a lot more than I did. So when I went to Texas State in San Marcos, the group they have there was they had was yours an actual class?
No.
It was more like an outside
It can
thing?
be. Yeah, you can get the class,
Okay.
but if you,
Like you weren't though.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Okay.
And you
okay,
didn't.
I see.
Well, no, I mean
Okay.
you can take it, but you don't have to.
Okay, so mine was more like if you wanted to be in the group, you had to be in the class. Like
Yeah.
like you,
Oh,
that
okay.
you were required.
For real?
Yeah, but I mean it's a 1 hour class, and all you do is like I think it was Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you practice an hour, you know, like with the group or whatever. But for me, it was a good experience because I was right out of high school and I went directly into that group, and what I liked about it is that I was instantly in a room with new people. Like sometimes in college, it could be your first year and you could be scared of, you know, you're having to meet all these new people. like just in general in college. And sometimes you're not a talkative person. You're shy or whatever. But once you put yourself in a mariachi, you already have the familiarity. I can't talk, but you already know what it's like to play music, with other people and stuff like that. So it's almost like you get a sense of camaraderie.
Yeah, I guess that's a cool thing too.
Yeah.
Because like in high school, people kind of take it for the elective,
Okay.
It's like an arts.
Mhm.
So like you get to play with people that want to be there too. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So everybody's there to like, bueno lo que vienen.
Yeah. For me, when I went in, like I got to meet all these like people, and I became friends with them. Because after that, that's all the people I hung out with. So it was good for me because I mean I'm a shy person, but at the same no, shut the fuck up.
My bad.
I am, dude. Like I don't know how to talk to someone at first, but once once I start talking to you, like I'm good. Like once I get comfortable, I'm good. It's about starting that connection though. Like you starting it right away. It's hard for me. Shut the fuck up. Fuck you. But like for me, it was a good experience because I got to do that. It didn't take up too much of my time. Like they were going to like different states and shit and doing tours. And
No te huele a miel?
What?
A mierda.
I was like, no, but what's it called? It's a good experience because you can play. If you don't like it, at the end of the day, you can get out of it. I feel like with anything, you should try it out. Try it out. See what you think about it. See if you like it or not. Because if you never do it, you're never gonna know, and you can't judge it if you've never done it.
It's always good to experiment.
Exactly. Just so is it worth it? For me, it was worth it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a cool experience.
Like, was it worth it?
Yeah.
That's what the question says. Okay, so it's worth it. Just try it out.
I mean,
it's really going to be your
experience is
opinion.
worth it, to be honest.
Well, not all experiences.
Sure.
Okay, go to your.
No, do it. I read them all last time. Is it okay?
Now I'm mad. Just do it, and then if you don't like it, get out. That's all it is.
Well, another thing you can do in Texas State if you have a class.
No, but I meant like do it for a semester, do it for a period of
okay.
time, and then after that, get the fuck out. If you don't like it. All right. At that guy Merrick, he's asked before. Let's see. Do you hate when clients offer badass food after the gig, but you're on a tight schedule?
Bro, I don't know about you, but I'll get that shit to go. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, dude. If they ask us, do you want, like, okay, so sometimes it depends. Like, if you don't have time, you really don't have time, pues ni modo, you take off. But if they ask and that shit looks fucking banging, like, all right, get it to go and we'll take it out of here. Like,
I mean, I don't think we've ever been in that much of a hurry. Even when we're late, we're like, pues ya estamos tarde.
Yeah, that's true. If we're already gonna be late, well, we might as well get these tacos,
Might as well get their full,
Yeah, con más ánimo, you know. We get there, we're like, just tacos estaban con madres.
For real.
No, but I mean, it's happened before, but it can be dangerous actually. We were white, so don't get any mole, bro. That happened to me, bro. So it's almost like when the people give you mole and you're taking it to go, and you already know some shit's gonna go down. So the last time I got mole at this gig, I was holding the plate and I was holding my vihuela at the same time. I was holding the door to the van. There was like a small little adjustment I had to make. Todo el pinche mole, güey, se me tiró aquí, güey.
I remember that.
And I was like, God damn. It was all over my hand, bro, and like on my shirt. And dude, that shit's never coming out. It's fucking mole, way. They put like, it's like glitter, dude. Like it's never coming off, like no matter what. So you just gotta be careful when you're eating in a van and stuff too. Like if you're on the move.
If you see it, guys, I don't know how to say it in English, but si está caldoso, like I wouldn't take it. Or
eat it right then and there. Like,
yeah, or like just like, how do I say it in English? Cuando le sorbes, you like
you drink it.
Yeah.
Slurp it?
Yeah, slurp it,
Okay.
Like take the caldo out or something.
It depends on the situation, but get that shit to go. And if sometimes you got to scarf it down, dude. Like you're on the time limit. I've done it before, dude. You just mix all of it together and you just fucking eat it like a damn animal, dude. Like
I think
if you're hungry, like you're going to eat anything.
That is true. I do eat a lot faster. Like when you go to eat with someone or with your family, like I notice I eat a lot faster than
than everybody else. Yeah, I guess we're just used to it. Like they'll give us food, and I'm just like, all right, I'll eat it real quick and get the fuck out of here. We got to dip or whatever. Yeah. But I mean, it does suck. Like when we can't, we really can't. But hey, if you have it, even the slightest of chance, take the food, bro.
Yeah, siempre hay tiempo.
Yeah. At Ray.Pay. In your opinion, best Charro nickname out there? I think I was confused by this question, but like, does he mean like how people have like nicknames?
I think so.
Okay. So what's yours? What's the best charro nickname out there?
Uh,
I like mantecas, bro. Cause doesn't that just mean like lard,
butter.
butter? Oh yeah, manteca.
Yeah.
Right. Oh okay.
Good job.
I like that. It's just like butters, like from South Park.
Yeah.
Like butters. I don't know. I like that. I like that.
Big 97. Follow me.
Shut the fuck up.
I don't know. I never really thought of that.
There's a lot of nicknames out there.
Yeah.
Nickname. But I like mantecas. I just like mantecas. It sounds cool.
Hmm.
I don't have a nickname. It's just Sammy.
That is your nickname.
Or it's that guy that makes those parodies. That's all they say. Oh, you're that one guy. Oh, thanks.
I don't think I have a favorite.
Well, you're uninteresting. Okay, next
True.
question. How much does a charro make in DFW area per hour? It's in Arizona. It's $50. I think that's a pretty standard. You know, I think in Austin, when I lived in Austin, it was 60, and up here, I think it just depends. You know, I think we get 62. I don't know. You gotta ask my boss. He's like counting the money. Like, nah, they were fuck ups today.
Yeah, right.
He's like, that's for me, pile. You know? Nah, he's not like that. But I think we get paid like 60, and then like depending on if it's a farther gig, you know, he factors in the fact that we got to travel
Or if
farther,
it's a smaller group.
or a smaller group, you know, it just goes up. I think that's a standard though, like 50, 60. I think that's good. If you're getting paid anything less than that, you better be like like 7 years old or something
Not even,
like
bro. You gotta quit.
that. Or just quit, yeah, just whatever. Kind of going with this one. How much can you earn as a mariachi player in Texas? Here there's a lot of work. We've talked about this before, but DFW has a lot of work and it has a lot of groups, and I feel like there's enough for it to go around because I feel like we play pretty comfortably. Like we're never to the point where like we need the work. You know what I mean? Like we're pretty consistent, and I think on average here is like $5 if you're working the same kind of schedule we do. But I mean, it's just it depends on you how much you want to work. There's other groups that work all fucking week, but I don't
Si
do
eres
that.
maromero, si eres maromero, you're gonna
Yeah.
get a lot, dude. You can make easy like over $1,000.
Yeah, if you're like one
Fácil.
of those guys that works with everybody, like that's what Maromero means. Like you're just flipping from group to group to group to whoever needs help. Usually it's like violin players or trumpet players because they're the ones that, especially if you have rep and you sing, like you can work with anybody. So everybody's hitting you up like, hey, can you do this funeral? Hey, can you do this serenade? And next thing you know, you're just going back and forth to DFW, playing gigs or whatever. So, but I mean, it just depends on you, really. You know, I don't know how much people make anywhere else. But
If you wanna work a lot, you can do that. Like you have the option.
yeah, you have the option to do that. Like I kind of like our schedule because like like I said, I work during the week and then I work mariachi during the weekend. So it's I feel like there's a balance there, and I don't want to burn myself out either. So I think I'm good. No. Last question. We're running out of time. At Charlie Lamore. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Charlie Lamore. I'm gonna get roasted, bro. She asked, "Women in mariachi, do you think an all-male mariachi is an archaic ideal, or still important?" So, do you think that all-male mariachi is an archaic idea or still important?
I mean,
Like women in mariachi.
I mean, I never really minded. I mean, the way we grew up is like when we started playing with the middle school, the high school, there was always a girl there.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes the whole violin section were girls.
We're girls.
So I never really like thought that hard about it.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind if they're doing. I think what matters in the end is you're doing a good job. You know.
Yeah.
You're pulling your weight.
Like I guess the way I feel is it's like you said, when we were young, like we didn't have any of those notions of I don't know if people still think that way of, because it's the same people that think that like, or like the ones that are like making fun of women's rights and doing all that kind of stuff. It's those guys that are like the problem. So like those guys with that kind of like mentality, they're the ones kind of ruining it for everybody. Like, but I've never had, like, when we were kids, we didn't know of any of that shit.
Yeah.
Like where mariachi shouldn't have a girl. Or,
Yeah, you kind of grew up with it being like the norm.
yeah,
you know?
it's a norm. I mean, you grow up and you start learning, mariachi like we did, like I mean, at that age, you probably still didn't like girls all the way. You know, like you didn't know. Like we've talked about this. When you're a kid, you don't like you like girls, but you don't know why. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're still young. You know. So them being around you and everything, it was whatever. You know, as a kid, you're like, okay, well, there's girls in the group, whatever. You know.
Yeah.
But they're the ones that sing usually, and they always grow up faster than us. So they're always like, for me, they were always taller than me. Like they all fucking had growth spurts. But we didn't have an issue, and
Yeah.
we really shouldn't have an issue now. I mean, I think women have established themselves in mariachis. They've been established. Like that's why there's like featured singers like Lola Beltran, Aida Cuevas, you know, Rocio Durcal. They all like they're all staples of mariachi because I mean we play their songs every weekend. You know what I mean? So anybody that thinks that they can't be is just thinking the wrong way. Because I feel like we're not at that point anymore. If there ever was a point when girls were looked down upon. I mean, at the end of the day, they're our moms, they're our daughters, they're our sisters. You know, so who are we to say that mariachi can't have a girl? Like, says who? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, nowadays there's a, like, I don't know, it just does, like, I never thought about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it was just, you're here, you're cool, you're doing a good job.
Yeah. I mean, just because you're a girl doesn't mean anything. I mean, other than the fact that, like, it's like I told you earlier. I was like, some girls, like, we can play all these songs, but then when girls ask for a girl song, sometimes we can't do those girl songs. Like, that's what they're there for, to help us with that kind of rep that we might not be able to play. So it's beneficial for some groups to have girls, like, for that reason, just for that reason. But at the end of the day, like, they can be in a group with guys. Guys can be in. I've seen all girl mariachi, and they have like one guy, like as a trumpet player or as a guitarrón player. I've seen that before. So I mean, it goes vice versa. You know, like, okay, then why is that guy with an all girl group? Like, does it fucking matter? Like, it's that's the group that they have, and that's the best way that they can make it sound or whatever. That's the member that they chose to be in there. So at the end of the day, if they're doing a good job, like, who are you to say anything? Like,
Yeah.
I think you're just an asshole if you're thinking anything else. But
I mean, and you don't really know it because when they show you videos of like Vargas and stuff,
yeah,
no hay muchas mujeres.
I mean, wasn't Laura Sobrino?
Yeah, but that was like in the 90s, 80s.
But she was with Camperos. I'm horrible with history, bro. I think it was Camperos that
I don't know,
like,
but
that she was like the first woman in like a mariachi like
I
that.
don't know about that. But she
Like a big-
wasn't that Monica Treviño?
I don't know, bro. I'm really bad at history.
I don't know, but
I'm not a historian.
Camperos has had a girl.
Okay.
Apparently Sol at one point too.
Oh, it might have been Sol. I don't fucking know, dude.
And
Point is, they've had it. They've had
yeah,
it before.
like Cobre has.
Yeah.
I think La Negra Noche has a girl.
Yeah, has a
You
girl
know?
singing. Like, so obviously, like, they're there. I mean, we're not here to knock them down. Like, if they're there with us, like, we're gonna support them. I mean, us anyway. Like, I think if you're thinking anything else, like, dude, just grow up. Like get with the times, bro.
Yeah, like I said, like when I read this question right now, I'm like, I never really thought about it like that.
Yeah.
Like like whenever I see a girl, I'm never like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, what are you doing here,
Like-
right? Yeah. I feel like if you have that thought, then you gotta check yourself, bro. Like,
Yeah.
what? Like, we bring a girl to come help. We've had girls in our group, like, they come to help us as well. Like, what's the difference? If she can play good, she can sing good. I mean, she's just help.
Yeah.
She's helping us out. She's making the group better.
It's all good.
So, women in mariachi, we like it. Shit, if it wasn't for women in mariachi, I would have never met my wife. So,
Oh yeah, yeah.
that just
Plays
wouldn't
guitar?
happen. Yeah, she plays guitar.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah,
You're an Armonia family.
kind of. Yeah, they're just Armonia fam. Yeah, we should probably get out of here.
Hopefully.
Bitch. I think that's the end of the episode. I think that's
Yeah.
episode 11.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening to us and watching.
And watching now on YouTube. I think this is the end of the episode, guys. Please like, share, subscribe, all that shit. All that shit really helps us out.
Yeah.
The only way for the podcast to get any bigger is literally with you guys' support. Like, I can only post so many memes, and stuff and discussions and shit like that. So, tell your friend, tell your sister, your brother, your moms. We're all here for you.
Yeah.
Rate the podcast on Apple Podcasts. That helps us out a lot too. Give us feedback. Send us questions. Send us like our stuff, and if you have any suggestions on who y'all might want for the next guest, whatever, just hit us up. And I think that's it. Just keep supporting us and keep watching.
Yeah, we'll keep doing this over and over again.
Yeah, we'll keep doing this over and over and over.
We're not stopping.
Ever.
Well,
even if there's a fire
or a tornado.
You done, bro?
Or an earthquake.
Okay, we're done. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys.
Or run out. Sorry. Hurricane. Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Hell.
Have a good evening.
Yeah, you too. Thank you guys for listening.
Appreciate you.
Love ya. No homo. Bye.
Bye.